Hey everybody, it's Canada Pooh Stitches back. I'm Andrea, and normally I have Pooh here beside me, but he's not here today. That's because next week, or actually tomorrow, which is next week, I guess, I'm going on a trip, and I'm checking a bag, but I'm just checking a small bag, so I didn't want to check the big bag. So he's not going to fit in my luggage, so he's not coming with me, so he's a little upset about that. So my husband, he goes away up north to a mine to work, and so he brought him up for the couple weeks up there while I'm gone. But he'll be back next time. So I brought his little friend, Puppy, to sit here with me. So he's been keeping me company while I cross stitch. We love Puppy because he's a little bit, we call him the freak. His one ear is supposed to be stitched down to his head, and the stitches come loose. And then my husband rolled on him and took out an eye. So he's well loved. So he's been keeping me company. I'll explain this. So I'm in my nightgown, and I had a shower, and this is what I put my hair up in after my shower. And I was going to do a video, and I said, oh, I'm not changing or getting dressed. One of the YouTubers I like to watch, Felicia, I think she's Mouse Potato Designs. She's always making fun of herself because she wears her pajama pants while she does her video. Well, top this, Felicia. Anyways, it's been a while, and there's a reason for that. So I tried doing a schedule where one day, Monday I did Mill Hill, Tuesday I did tomatoes. I didn't like that. Did not like that at all. Once I start stitching something, like I said before, I like to be monogamous, but not completely monogamous. So what I've decided to do is that I stitch what I want when I want, as long as I want. So if I do every 2 weeks, I'm just not going to have very much to show you, because my plan is maybe once a week, for 1 week, work on something and then switch it up to try to keep, instead of doing too much at once. But if I'm close to a finish after that week and I want to keep going, I'll keep going. So what I'm going to do is every month do a video at the beginning of the month, the first week, not the first day. The first day, oh, what's her name? I remembered as soon as I hit the pause button. Teresa Kogut, I'm one of her Patreons. So at the first day of the month, she releases 3 patterns for her Patreons, and I want to have a chance to go to the copy shop and get the colored page printed out so I can show you guys. So after I get that done, then I'll come on and do a video. So I'm just looking at my thing. So, and then what I might do in between is do what I'm going to call a cross-stitch social. So it won't say Floss Tube number, this is Floss Tube number 6. I forgot to do my little thing. But it won't say Floss Tube. It'll just say Stitch Social 1, Stitch Social 2. And what I'm planning on doing is coming on and just talking. I'll be stitching while I do it. I'm not going to have the camera on my work. But what I like when I'm watching Floss Tube, I watch and I like looking at everybody's projects and all that, but I find I don't get a lot of stitching done. So I like ones where I can just more listen and not have to look so much. So I found a few, Country Cottage. Oh, I can't remember their names. Liz and Deb. The Country Stitchers or something, I think they're called. Sometimes they do that, where they just come and the 2 of them talk and you just listen, and they talk about different things. So I'll talk about cross-stitch stuff. Like, I'm not going to be showing you all my whips and all that, but I'll talk, show you, maybe have it talk about some of the notions and stuff, talk about current events, that kind of stuff, just whatever kind of is going on in the world and in my life and cross-stitch world, that kind of stuff. So that's going to be hit and miss whenever I have time. So like I mentioned, I'm going on a vacation this week. I'm going to Newfoundland. I fly out tomorrow, and I'm going first for a few days. I think I have 4 days where I'm just in St. John's, and I'm renting a car. So I'm going to go to some of my favorite lighthouses and stuff, and I'll be cross-stitching. And it's just me going, so I can cross-stitch for hours at a lighthouse if I want to, and that kind of thing. And then on the weekend, we're going to take a ferry over to Bell Island and Patty break from Bryn and Needle, and 4 boys and I always get this, 4 boys and a Newfoundland girl. She's hosting a small retreat for hand makers, like knitting, crochet, cross stitch, that kind of stuff. Loomers, or not loomers, but hooked rugs and whatever you feel like doing, you can do. So I'm looking forward to that. So today we're also doing a whip parade, but I have some finishes, so I'll show you the finishes here now. The first one, I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's from Fat Quarter Shop. It's one of the It's So Emma's. I think it's Patchwork Christmas or Patchwork Tree. So I started that last year, and I finished that. I think hers is on black, and I decided to do it on white just because that goes more with my Christmas decorating, is white, red, and green, that kind of stuff. So it looks beautiful. I think I did it on just 14 count Aida. This is when I was first starting out. And I love it, but I hate it I thought I was going to love stitching it because it's easy, right? It's just triangles and stuff. Oh my God. It just seemed like it took forever. I'd be like, oh, I'm almost done. And I do like some more. And it just never was getting done. It just like kept going and going. So I'll never stitch this one again. She has some other ones out this year that she also did, but they're smaller. But they didn't really tickle my fancy. So I haven't started them. But I don't think I'll do another one of those patchwork ones. And then I have some FFOs. Now these are going to be little gifts. So these here, oh, I didn't grab she's on, Etsy. If you want to know the name of the pattern or the designer on Etsy, I think if you just type in Puffin and these will come up. But if you want to know, just comment and I'll give you the information. And then I did it on the 32 count. I think that's called Petite Point or something, that linen, or this is even weave. And then I made them into little pillows, and then, oops, on the back. So I sew, I know a lot of people, they just sew and leave a little space and stuff, and then they hand sew. I don't like that look. I always see it. So I always do it like this, where I cut open the back, and then I just put on with that steam seam. This is just some orange felt. I stitched my initials. I put in one of those little pins and a little thing that says handmade. So two of those, one for Patty for hosting, and then the other one, so for the little, it's a small retreat, so everyone's to bring like a little gift. So I'm bringing that, and I'll show you what else I'm going to put in for the little gift. So that'll go to somebody, they'll do like little raffles or something, or do like that Christmas exchange game or something like that. And so those are really cute. I had a lot of fun stitching those, so I'm going to stitch another one up for myself. And I think with the pattern you get two different, one's facing forward, the other one's jumping or something. So I'll make some more of those in the future. And then for Patty, I've been making these here, remember buttons with pins, but I found this at a little shop where they sell homemade stuff. So somebody made by Crooked Stitch, whoever that is, had made it and made it into a fridge magnet. And so I took the magnet off, and then I put I glued the earth metals or earth magnets, or whatever you call them, to make it into a needle minder. So I'll give that, and then this here on it, it says Sudbury, Ontario, and that's a picture of the big nickel. That's where I'm from, and that's what we're famous for, is this big nickel, because we're nickel mining. And on the back, it has actually Queen Elizabeth's father, because I think they made this in 1951, so she wasn't coronated until 1952. So on the back is his portrait on the big nickel. I know, too much information. You didn't want to know that. And then what I'm going to give with my gift with that little pillow is going to be this little cross-stitch kit. It's from Sulky Threads. I think they're from England or the UK or something. And he's called... Little Clown, and it's a puffin, and it's a little kit. So even if somebody doesn't cross stitch, they get everything. They get a needle in there, all the thread and all that. And then I have this hoop that I don't like. I like the spring tension hoops, but once you get past the small ones, I don't find they keep the fabric taut. So I'll throw that in just so they have a hoop if they do want to do it. And if they don't want to cross stitch, us crafty people always know somebody, and they can re-gift that to someone who might want to do that. So that takes care of all of that. And then I have almost finished. It's like 97% finished. I'll show you here in a minute. And I think I've showed this before. So it's my Anna Green Gables piece. It's my first piece I ever did on linen. So I did make some mistakes. with the counting, you know, like some of them have, you know, are 1/1 kind of thing, because I outlined and then filled in, and I guess I made some mistakes, but I just kind of fudged it and it looks fine. And all I have left to do is to the windows do some long stitches or back stitches, and then up here, oops, up here I got to stitch, and I think it says "and" with an E or something, so I got to do that. It did call for a little phrase. It was charted to have a phrase, sorry, underneath here, but I didn't like the quote, so I just left it like this, and I like that, and I'm going to frame it. I might try framing it myself. And so that I got off Etsy, and it was from the Little Stitcher. That's the name of the designer. Okay, and that's all for finishes. And then now it's like the whip parade, I guess. So this is by Teresa Kogut. It's one of the Patreon charts. Green Coat Santa, I think is what his name is. And so I started this and outlined this, and then I put it away, and I did not want to put this away. But I'm saving it for my trip, because now all it literally is fill-in in the black out, but that's easy to do. So it's easy for me to do and not have to think on the trip. So, and then I plan to finish that on the trip. I doubt that's going to happen. So I'm bringing another one just in case, so I don't run out of stuff. And this is Canada Sampler. It's on by Raverly on no, it's not Raverly, sorry. Stitchrovia, and it's on Etsy as well. Oh, let me grab my thing. Light isn't there. That's better. So I'm doing it on 28 count 1/1, and so it's slow. It takes, I haven't gotten into this one yet. Like I said, when I do, I just do little bits. So I thought about restarting it, but I think I'm just going to keep it on the 28, and then I will, it's just going to take a long time to finish, is what's going to happen. So I'll be working on that one for years. And then my next, oh, I think this is the one I'm going to take. I haven't decided for sure, but I'm going to take with me. It's, I think it's a It's So Emma by Fat Quarter Shop pattern that it's an older one. But this is one I really love. It's called Prim Village. And so I changed the colors because I like more of the primary colors because it reminds me of Newfoundland, of the jelly bean row houses. So that's why I thought I'd bring this one with me to Newfoundland. I still have to do like 2 more rows of houses, and then in between there's like a little bordery type little thing that I gotta do. So, and oh, here's the pattern. You see. So I think I still have yellow to put in, but I'm not doing all the different greens and blues and stuff. Just whatever. So I kind of redid that. Another whip I have. Now this here is a local designer. I don't even know who she is. Is her name on here? By Northern Pine Designs. So this is someone from Northern Ontario, and I have 2 of her patterns. So this is Bridal Veil Falls on Manitoulin Island. It's a famous falls that all the tourists and all that go, and I've been going there since I was a kid. Beautiful walking trail. In the summer you go swimming under, and you go up under the rocks under the falls, and then you can swim in the little like ponds. And then in the fall, right now actually, beautiful because of all the fall leaves, but the salmon then swim upstream to spawn, and when they get to the falls here, you see them trying to jump the falls. So I'll show you where I've gotten on that so far. That's about, sorry. So gotta work on that some more. Ooh, and then my favorite, Teresa Kogut's Patreon Stitch Along Strawberry Manor. I'll get this here. I want you to see it nice. It's on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. And so I'm all caught up, and I'm just waiting on the 15th of this month. Teresa releases the next section. So as soon as I get home, I'll be stitching on this to get that done. It usually takes me about 3 days or so, depending on the size. And then I'm like depressed for the rest of the month because I'm waiting for the pattern to come out. Because I love it. Love that pattern. And then I'm doing a sampler. This is a new start I did in September. I won't show you. You can see. The sun's really. So it's called Mary Calderwood. It's from Sandbreed Stitches. It's a reproduction of an old one that she bought. And all I got left to do, and I changed the colors. I think it was green and pink. This is green and orange. The orange is from Brennan Needle, and the green is, oh, that's from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, and then the beige, I can't remember what, I think that's from Leo and Roxy. So I just have some more alphabet to do, and then her name. So I started that. It's on 18 count ivory. I'm doing 1 over 1 because Ada. I really like doing the 1 thread. And same with on 36, I like doing the 1 thread too. So I discovered I like that. So next I'm going to try 40 count. Oh, here I have the flosses with me. Yeah, so it's Leo and Roxy. The beige is Caramel. And then I have Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It's called the Moss. These big hanks that I get, and I really like the variegation in that. And then Samhain is deep orange that a lot of people think looks like red. So I guess it's going to look like a Christmas sampler, I guess. And then I have Fall on the Farm, which I've shown you before. I don't think I made any progress. Haven't touched it for a while. And so I got 4 done, and I got 5 more to go. And then I'm going to finish it into a pillow. I've seen someone finish into a pillow, and it's really neat. And then I have another new start. It's called PEI. I think that's the name of it. Hang on, let me look here, and then I'll show you. And I showed you this on one of my earlier videos. It's by Vlada X Stitch, VLADA X Stitch. And it's called, hang on. And I got this off of Etsy. I guess it's just called PEI. I don't have a name on here. Doesn't really say. So it's Prince Edward Island here in Canada. And I went there this summer. And I really liked, so it's all different colors. And then underneath it all, I put in Prince Edward Island. And what did I just do with the card that I took out of there? It's on 14 count Mozzie Day. It's by Brennan Needle, sorry. And she had at Stitch North, she had fabric to sell, and it all sold out. And I love this Ada. This Ada is like soft, like cloth. I don't know. None of the other Ada is always that hard stuff. I don't like, this is a dream. If I could find more Ada like this, I would probably stitch more on Ada than I am at present. So I'm about halfway done that. And that's what I was working on just last night. Oh, here. Yeah, Mozzie Day by, this is Bryn and Nedle. Don't know what that means. Maybe I'll ask Patty while I'm there. And then I wanted to show you guys before I get into my haul. I've been working on, so I've made some needle minders, not the Sudbury, Ontario ones, but other buttons that she had there for Stitch North as little giveaways that so I'm not going to show you all that because you might go and you might get one. But also, so what when I bought all those cards on my trip, and I'm going to look for some in Newfoundland, so I'm started to make, so I played around with my punches. And you can see, so I punched a little hole in the top, a big hole down here, and then another smaller hole for like your leftover pieces that you're working with. So on the playing cards. And then some of them have just like this Peggy's Cove one. It just has that. And then some of the ones like this or the Nova Scotia, on the back they have like landmarks like Peggy's Cove and whatnot. So what I want to do is I got to figure out if I'm going to put like a sticker on here or something so you can write what the floss is, or if I'm just going to write on there. But yeah, so I'm going to be giving away a lot of these. I'm also going to have Pooh, pictures of Pooh put onto business cards. And so I'll have some floss drops for anybody who wants them at Stitch North, and then I'll have other little things as well. So now we're going to go on to the haul. You might want to go get a drink because I think I need an intervention. Now, it has been like 5 or 6 weeks since I've filmed, but I have a lot of stuff. And so, I don't know. I need to, everything just came in. I don't know. I guess ordering online is not a good thing for me. So, this is from Evertote. And it's, so you can see it says, open me on December 1st. I can't read backwards, so Evertote, and it's from Modern Folk Embroidery. It's a 2022 holiday countdown. So what is in this box is a piece of fabric, a chart with a new part of the chart for each day, like a little schedule for a countdown to Christmas, and then a bunch of whatever floss I need to make it. But you can't open it because it's supposed to be like a surprise on December 1st. So some of us have been posting online that this is like torture. And Carolyn said, well, go and hide it and then bring it out on the 1st. Well, yeah, then we're not going to know where it is. Because, like, you know, we all hide stuff for our kids for Christmas. And then you find it like years later. I remember one time, I guess I bought my son like a Hot Wheels, like a racetrack or whatever for his cars. And I hid it in the basement in the storage area, like, so he wouldn't find it. I was cleaning out that area like literally like 5-6 years later, and I found it. He was too old. He wasn't playing with stuff anymore. But yeah, so I'm not hiding this because I'll never find it. So I leave it in my craft room, and I haven't touched it yet. So we'll see. I'm tempted though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tempted to open it. So I'll show you this. These are just some charts that I got off like a buy-sell trade thing and had it sent to me. This is called Royal Rose by Dawn Marshall Cooley, and it's a dimensions. And I mean, I might change the colors. I'm not really a pinky person, but I like the rose, but I like all this here stuff, and it's all like specialty stitches, so I thought that'd be something fun to try. I'm trying to see. Oh, it's from 1991. And then I got this one here. It's it's by Linda Myers, and it's called, I guess the company is Art of Cross Stitch, and it's called Country Quilts. And it's a bunch of farms with quilts and little pumpkins, all the things I like. I don't like this bottom. I mean, I kind of like it, but if I'm going to stitch, I'm going to stitch these two here. Oh yeah, that one with the pumpkins. Might have to start that soon. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that pumpkin one with the wagon and the pumpkin and the quilts. Oh yeah. Well, the other one has like a little Amish carriage. Yeah, I'm all into Amish and country stuff. I don't know. I got this from 123 Stitch. It's one of those. Well, I love Mill Hill now, and I love the sea, and I love pumpkins. So I've been wanting this one for a little while. So I was ordering something, and I had to throw something in to justify shipping, even though it's only $4. But you know. Oh, and then here I got the Teresa Kogut fall, I guess October Patreon. I'll put them in order here. So if you're in tier 2, 3, or 4, you get this one. It's called Autumnal Bliss. And I love that's nice. I'm gonna have to stitch that. I like that. And then the next one, if you're in tier 3 and 4, you get, oh, I need to take this one too. Folksy Thomas. I love how skinny his neck is. I might have changed the color of the flower. That color, I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if I'll stitch this one. It's a little weird. It's for the tier 4, and it's called Fine Harvest. I like the house, the pattern on the house, but like there's no door. There's only one window. I like the little porch. I just feel like this house is not right. Like she's missing something. Like it was rushed, Teresa. Like, slow down. Give us some windows and doors. Okay. So then I also got in. Now I don't know what month this is for. Oh, it says October. This is the Leo and Roxy, in the Floss Club or whatever. So let's see here. I got goody blue shoes. I like this color. Kind of like a bluey green. Oh, these are all nice. Pinery, nice green pine color. There's some variegation in that. This I don't know if I'll use. It's called Bespeckled. Not sure what I do with that. Newt, N-E-U-T. It's just like a beigey color. And this is nice and Nimbus. It's like a gray, but it's nice and variegated. I like that. The variegation really isn't showing up all that well, but it's very nice. Okay, what else? Oh, I got this. Oh, I did a Fat Quarter Shop. So once a year I order from Fat Quarter Shop, and I do it once a year because it's to get free shipping. You got to spend 200 American. So it comes usually I go over. And then you have taxes and blah, 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 and exchange or whatever. It usually comes to probably close to $300. So I do that once a year. So they, I'll have it here to show you, but that autumn thing I saw and I told my husband, like, I need that. I can't wait till, usually I wait till they come on PDF downloads, but I'm like, I need that now. So he's like, just order it. I'm like, okay, well, he didn't know I was going to order $200 worth. But. So I put these in. These are called, I'll show it to you there. Then I bought 2. They're called a needle palette. And what you do is you can write on this the number of the floss, DMC or whatever. And then you thread your needles, and then this is like a little sponge, and you can just poke them in, and then you have all your colors ready to go. So I thought that would help me save time. I could get them all threaded up and ready to go. And then I can't get order from 141 Design because she doesn't ship to Canada, but she's working on doing can't remember, it's not through Etsy, somewhere else, and she'll be shipping to Canada sometime, hopefully soon, so I can get all the things I want. I don't care, I'll pay the shipping. I know it's expensive to ship the wood and all that, but she can't have, because she gives free shipping to Americans, she can't have it open to Canada on her Etsy, because then it would mess up all the shipping and stuff, right? She can't offer free shipping to Canada because that's insane, but I guess to the States it's doable. So we can't order through an Etsy shop, so I have to wait until she gets some other online thing going for Canada. So this here is one of her framelits, and you paint them, and then you frame it, and that. So this is called Buffalo Plaid or something, I think it's called. I don't see it on here, but yeah, that's what that is. So I was able to get that from Fat Quarter Shop, so I got one of those to play with. And then from Fat Quarter Shop, I got the autumn chart, and it's supposed to be on 25 count barley. They do it 2 over 2. I'm going to do it 1 over 1. So I got that from, that's a Lori Holt one, and this is even wheat. And then I'm not sure where I got this, but I saw this from Little House Needleworks. These, I thought it was called 2 White Houses, but it's called Peace on Earth, and I just love that. I don't know if I'm going to do all that white, but yeah, I love houses too. So I love Amish country type stuff, and I love stitching houses and samplers and Teresa Kogut style. Yeah. Now this is from Etsy, and I got a whole bunch of these. So I don't know if I've shown these in my other floss tube. So these are the floss jobs I really like. I take a Sharpie and I write the number on there, and so you got the hole, and then you got your big and your little hole. And they're plastic, and it's from Etsy, and it's called Mills 3D. And I think they're Canadian, so shipping wasn't ridiculous for us or anything. And these are my favorite, so I ordered like 100 or something, or maybe 200, or I can't remember. I ordered a lot because I've ordered from them before, and I really like these. And then I'll show you at the end, he threw in some free samples because he has like ovals and different shapes. I got my month-to-month November. Oh, that's... Let me take out the floss so you can see. Actually, I'll just take out the chart so we don't get the glare. The month-to-month November from Stitching with the Housewives. I've signed up for their new, it's not Stitch Quarterly, but they have a new quarterly club coming out for the fall, the seasons. I've signed up for that. I signed up for something else, but I don't remember. And then, I got this. Oh, hang on. Let me do that. I gotta find. We'll do that later. So, and then I ordered from Amazon this here. I think it's Charles Wasaki. It's a Dimensions kit. Sorry for the glare there. It's called Cozy Cove. It's Cape Cod. It's got lighthouses. It's got beautiful houses. It's got horse and a wagon. Just my cup of tea. So I've wanted this for a long time, and I saw that, and I just grabbed it. It was a little bit expensive, but like 40 bucks or something, so whatever. Now where did I get this from? Did I buy? Oh heavens. Oh no, they're different. Never mind. I must have got these. I don't know where I got these. This is old, because someone had marked on there. That might have been from that, the buy sell thing. This is a Told in a Garden, and it doesn't say the name of the, it's called My Quilt, and it's that, I think we've seen that with the lady quilting. Yeah, so I like things with ladies quilting and stuff too. And then I bought this I remember now a little bit about this. It's called, I'll show you the picture, the Quilt Maker. And it's from Lavender and Lace. And I've never gotten a lavender and lace before. So I don't know. I thought this was like a small little medium-sized chart. Oh no. No. Not small. Not medium. It's like a Mirabilia. Oh, which I forgot to grab. I'll show you my Mirabilia, which there's nothing to see next time. But look how big this chart is. It's a Mirabilia chart. It's one of those big freaking things. So, lavender and lace are big charts, people. They're not little. So I was a little bit shocked when I got that. So, I'm going to be busy. There's more of that. Holy crap. Oh, so on one of my other, I bought this. It's a Nurge hoop. So you see, like, you unscrew it. It's plastic. People were talking about these. So I really like, I like the small spring tension hoops. I like the Q-snaps. And I like another one. But I don't, this one is okay, but it's not, it's okay. I'll use them. But I think I prefer Q-snaps. So I don't think I'll buy any more of these here. But it's not bad. If you like hoops, it's worth trying. And then I bought these here. This isn't really cross stitch. I got these off Etsy. Handmade by Love by Andrea McDonald. And it's like a little iron-on patch. And for my quilts and stuff that I make. Hand sewing stuff. I guess I could put it on my... So here are some of the floss drops that that man sent me. So you can see the different... and you get all different colors. Like I have green and orange and stuff. And then there's a smaller one. And then he sent me this here. It's like a little rectangle. Excuse me. And then a little oval. So there's different. And so if you have any questions or whatever, just I'll tell you more about those if you want to know. And then I bought these from Fat Quarters Shop. I haven't tried these yet. I don't know if you can see. So there's scissors. Oh, here, I put it on the wrong side. So there you see. So what you can do with them, you can go underneath a stitch and cut. So as a nurse, I've used these for years to take out stitches from people. And they work quite well for that. So they were only like $4 or $5. So I thought, oh, I'm going to get that to try. So I haven't tried. Next time I frog something, I will. I've had it in my pile to show you guys. I will try those out and let you know how that works. Okay, we're still on haul, people. So I saw this from, I think it was a Sweetwater Stitcher. She got this at Michael's. And it's a little drawer. And they have 3 slots. You can kind of see. And I got this for my fancy piece. So I have like Classic Colorworks and Weeks up here. This is my Leo and Roxy. And then this is my Brennan needle. So that works quite well, except I thought I was going to have lots of room left over. So I think I'm going to get another one. You see there's like little rubber feet there, so I can just stack them. And I'll get another one of those. So we're still on haul, people. So after StitchCon, I fell in love with this here. And the only place you can get it is from Keepsakes. So I messaged them and ordered it, and I just got that. So it's the StitchCon chart. I did not sign up for StitchCon next year. I'm with COVID and everything. I'm still not 100% wanting to travel into the States. So I'm hoping 2024 is when I'll go. So I will stitch this up and then I can leave. I'm going to leave it the year blank. And then I'm going to leave like something to do at StitchCon. And then it'll be a finish at StitchCon. And then I also ordered from them another Told in the Garden, and it's called Peacemakers II, and you can see it's Amish people and quilts and a little cabin and trees. I love it. I need more time in my life to do all these things. Oh, I thought I got something else from there. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just ordered those 2 things. Sure, I got something else. Maybe I got that lavender and lace from there. Should not have bought that. And then so Queen Elizabeth had passed away since my last video. So I found this on Etsy, and you can see it's beautiful, and it's all these different things, like the maple leaf is to represent Canada, Ireland, the clovers, this is Scotland, the thistles or something it's called, and all these flowers are part of the, not the empire, but you know what I mean. But it's by Vivsters, Vivsters, and that's, you can find that on Etsy. Then I bought another, this is from my local needlework shop. I was in there getting some floss, and she had these little Mill Hill kits, so hot apple cider. Got that one. I can't remember if I showed this in my last Floss Tube, but it's the, I've seen a few people on Floss Tube using this. It's a little chart holder. It folds all up, as you can see. I'm unfolding it. And then you put your chart in here, and then that holds it. Love this. Love, 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 love this. I can't recommend this enough. And so I'm going to take this on my trip with me, because it just folds right on up. And you can stick a magnet to it to hold the chart too if you want to. It works great in beside me and all that. I can see my chart and stuff. Almost done, people. So from Fat Quarter Shop, this is the chart I was telling you about. The Autumn Love. Now I'm not stitching this all monogamous like Kimberly's doing in like 5 weeks or something. This is a big boy, and this will take me some time. But I figure like I'll do like one little piece at a time and stuff, eh? That'll be fun. I love it. So, because I was ordering from them, I ordered the whole little kit. I didn't get the needle minder. They didn't have it at the time when I ordered. But I did get all the floss kitted up, and I got the, can't remember, not a floss drop, but Floss Keeper or whatever you call these. So I put all the floss on, and then as you can see, I just braid it so it's not so messy until I go to use them. And then I bought, I don't know where I got these. Oh, I got these off Etsy. I don't remember the name of the store, but if you want to know, this is just wool felt that I use for the back of my pillows and stuff. So I bought some like autumn type colors, reds and orange and browns, some greens. I think there was like, they were cheap. So I got those. Oh, and then I got this here little notebook. I got that at Staples. And it's just gridded paper. So if I want to re-chart something, or I have ideas of my own that if I want to start designing, I have that to do that. That was a few dollars. And then I bought this. So this is like cardboard, but very thin cardboard. Primrose Cottage. So I'll tell you, I got this off Amazon. It's called Illustration Board. It's 11 by 14, and I get 25 in a package, and I want to say it was like $17, $18 or something. But what it is, it's just like, kind of like a Bristol board. Remember, you used to get big pieces of Bristol board, but it's cut down, so it's a little easier to store and manage and use. But what they use it for is, instead of using sticky board, they use this to put their their different layers of fabric or whatever you're going to do, or your cross stitch piece. And then it keeps from getting too thick. So I got this. I do have sticky board. And what I'm thinking about doing is using the sticky board for the cross stitch piece, and then the other layers of fabric that I put behind, using this so it doesn't get too, so I'll let you know how that goes whenever I get around to finishing some of my stuff. I do have lots of things to finish. Now, I think I'm just taking a look here. Oh, I got fabric. Of course I bought fabric. Hang on here. I got more fabric. I don't have enough fabric. And I got it from all different places. This, I'm assuming I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. It's by Fabric Flair, and it's 36 count even weave. So I prefer even weave over linen, but 36 count is very hard to find. This is the only 36 count even weave I've found so far, is the ivory and white. So I got that from Fat Quarter Shop. It's just called Ivory Solid. And then, I think this is also from Fat Quarter Shop. It's 32 count even weave and Spooky Hollow lighter. Sorry about the crinkling and the glare, but it's a gray kind of mottled. And then, oh, look at, there's more charts too. Told you I have a problem. Like, seriously. This I ordered from the Stitch Bug in Moncton. I was kitting up something to start, which I haven't started yet. Can't remember what, but I ordered some floss, so I had them throw in this and some charts. This is called 25 count Floba, Floba. So it's like, it looks like an even weave to me, and it's called oatmeal. The color is oatmeal, but I don't know what Floba cloth is, so I have to look that up. But I like the color, and it was 25 count, so I like 25 count 1/1. So I wanted to have something like this here as a neutral, just to use for, I can use that for anything. That's very and then from there, did I buy? No. So from there, I also ordered, I got some charts. So when I was there this summer, they had a model that I fell in love with. It's called Winter Silhouette, and at the time they were sold out, so they got it in. Now this does not do it justice. When you see this in person, it's just beautiful. So I have to figure out what type of white I want to use, and I have a blue fabric, but I don't know if it's going to be long enough, because this is quite a long chart. It's where did I see the stitch count on this? If you use 14 count, it's 3 inches by 20 1/4 inches. I don't know where the stitch count is. Oh well, doesn't matter, but it's a big one. Should have a stitch count. I don't see it. Anyways, it's by Diane Arthurs, and it's just in person, like I said, it's beautiful, but you could break it down into smaller ones too, so I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll do, that's what I'll do, is I'll break it down into a smaller, if that fabric doesn't work, if it's not big enough. And then I also ordered from her, so I hadn't heard of Sue Hillis until StitchCon, and she designed that StitchCon chart. So she had a Sue Hillis, these fall, there goes my stuff. These here are fall. It's like a little book, and you get quite a few charts in it. Cute pumpkins and sunflowers and trucks, all things I love. And the book is called Home for the Harvest. And let me just hang on. I gotta pick up something that fell off my lap. Oh, 2 things. Hang on. I don't know where I got this from. It's Fiber on a Whim, 40 count, cappuccino. And I'm doing something with this. I don't remember. This is what I kitted up. I don't remember what I'm using it for though. What did I kit up? I don't know. I didn't bring my stuff that I kitted. I have quite a few things that are kitted up or near kitted up. Maybe I'll show you that next time. And then I also got a 32 count fat quarter of vintage Stormy Night. This is not, but I think we've all seen that. It's like vintage country mocha, but gray. And then I have 2 more charts, and I think that's it. I hope that's it. And where did I get these from? I don't even remember where I got stuff from. Oh, this is from 123 Stitch. Oh, I'll explain why I had to do a couple 123 Stitch orders. So I got the Primrose Cottage Welcome Autumn. One of the ladies that I stitch with here in Sudbury, we go to each other's houses for once a month for little get-togethers. And the last time we went to her house, and she had this done up, so I really fell in love with that. So I got that, and then I ordered this here. So my roommate at Stitch North had made this, and I really liked it. So you stitch this with all the nice little cross-stitch sayings, and then you make it into a project bag, and it comes with all the instructions how to do it and stuff. So I wanted to do that, because that's when I get back from my trip, I'm focusing more on sewing, and I have to make project bags and quilts and stuff that I am behind on. So the reason I had to order from 123 Stitch, another order, is when I went to do Mary Calderwood, that the sampler I started in September. On my vacation, I had bought Sulky Thread, and I was going to use that. I bought like 3 or 4 threads, and I was going to use that, but I realized I did not buy and cross-stitch floss. I had bought sewing thread. It was 40 count, way too thin. So Sulky comes in different threads. So this, I had to reorder because I wanted these. These are the colors I had wanted, because I want to try the Sulky thread, because apparently it's equivalent to is it equivalent to, you just pull it off the spool like you would thread, but you don't have to split it and all that. and it's equivalent to 1.5 to 2 of your DMC type floss. So yeah, so learn from me. And so for the floss, if it says 40 count, that's for sewing. I didn't know that. 12 weight is what you want for, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what you want. It's called Sulky Petites 12 weight. So learn from me and buy 12 weight. I mean, they're cheap. They're like $2 or something. But yeah, so I'm going to try those. If I like it, then you can buy like little packages where you get like 6 or 7 and they're all like in the same color family. So that's, so I got I don't need to buy anything. So luckily for me, there's no cross stitch stores in Newfoundland. Trust me, I've looked. There is a few quilt shops in St. John, so I'm going to get a few. I'm going to go to those, and I'll probably get some sewing stuff, but I don't think I have anything coming for cross stitch or anything other than my, clubs that I'm in. But I'm not going to buy anything for a long time. Maybe. We'll see. I'm probably going to order something in 10 minutes when I get off of here. But yeah, so I'm going to upload this. I will see you in the beginning of November. And I'll probably see you before then as doing one of those like little stitch social things that I can just, where you can just sit and listen to me talk, and where you don't have to look up or anything. And I'll try to find some fun things to talk about. And if there's things that you want me to talk about, put a comment there and say, can you talk about this or that or whatever. And maybe someday I'll do a live when I get more subscribers and that. And so thank you to all the people who have been watching me. And I'm also going to be doing a start on my that big Amish piece I got too. But I have to get the flosses for that. I got to figure out what I have and what I need. So that's what I'll kit up when I get home. And then there was someone that commented the other day that she also has the thing. So we're going to do stitch along or a start along. We'll probably start it, and God knows when we'll get done because it's big. It's a big one too. So yeah, so I'll see you in November for sure, and probably before then. So take care, everybody.